Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Walton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just feeds the running back. Got enough for the first. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Makes the catch. It's Barres. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Walton. Might have a chance. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Pulls and fires complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Makes it past the marker. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Reads it, fires complete. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing straight.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Ooh, and I love the running back here running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Penn State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and he's gone.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it out. It's Walton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for room, it's Young. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Run inside. It's Mobley. Finding some room. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Trying play action. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Nittany Lions, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. Got enough for the first. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success, and he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. Defense has no idea how to stop him.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
Here we go.
They'll run out of the gun. James Peoples able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. And send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Walton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. That's caught. It's Porter. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was...
Got a little grass. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure. He knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Running inside, it's Mobley. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown, Notre zone. Third touchdown of the game, a third of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the returner will be brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, here's Peoples. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
That guy is so much fun to watch. He rips off another big run. I'll tell you, the identity of this offense is their ability to get it done on the ground. Had over 100 yards rushing in their last game. They're already over that mark, and we're only in the first half.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Beck. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
And that is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Walton. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Carr throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They want to run this quarterback. Maybe a crease. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. These corners backing off a bit. Here's Carr to throw. Pulls it in. It's Mobley. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And guys, that one's just on the quarterback. You have to know where the play clock is and get the snap off in time. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Time dwindling away as they try to put... And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Irish! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be able...
And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Rushes on him. And they got him. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 22 team, the Florida State Seminoles. And it's Texas A&M in an absolute fistfight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single. Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
Caught over the middle. It's Sowell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third down, here's Peoples. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Here's a little room there.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The run inside. It's Mobley. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Trying to stop this guy has been a near impossible task. You want to become an Irish legend, like maybe the most legendary of all Notre Dame backs, George Gipp, win one for the Gipper. How about just running one with this guy?
Yeah, you want to win some hardware at the end of the season, too. Just keep feeding him the rock, letting him do his thing. Running the football with such success makes everything easier on offense. But when you can hand the ball off to the right, to the left, up the middle, have success, yes, please.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run for it. It's People. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Hauls it in. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. There's a crease. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Off the play fake. He rifles one deep down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Run in the red zone. It's Peoples. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Walton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Walton. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He takes it at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Looking for a man. It's Beck. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Offense changing the play. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here's a hit. Hit as he throws. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Makes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The throw to the outside is complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Penn State! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a 1-possession game.
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Throwing, Carr. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt, but I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Walton. Runs through a tackle. Crosses the 45. Could be an alley. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Out of bounds at the 13, and that's just what the doctor ordered for this offense. Will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Off play action. Bringing the heat. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here come the Irish back on offense. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect. Got enough space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Excellent pass by the back on the option.